This is former Chicago Bear Desmond Clark. And y'all hear me on many podcasts, but when y'all hear me on Pick'em Pros, y'all know it's all about family. This ain't just business.
Now it's time for your Pick'em Pros starting lineups. From Glendale, Arizona, the princess of Pick'em Pros and award-winning sports storyteller, Pick'em Pros athlete correspondent Brianna. Lamar Jackson and Los Angeles Lakers apologist, Pick'em Pros sports analyst Christopher C. Payne Davis. From Raleigh, North Carolina, the Carolina Panthers homer and back-to-back NFL picking champion, host and picking guru of Pick'em Pros, Diego Thompson. From Warrenville, Illinois, the winner of Season 1's NFL Picks, the host and head coach of Pick'em Pros, Derek Thompson. Coming to you from a sold-out Kings in North Hill, here are your Pick'em Pros.
Making plays is our profession. Do it big, it's now or never. I got game like I'm moving clever. We be reaching all different levels.
Man, the mic in my hand like that. How y'all feeling about the way once listening? I rap right here, my christening. I get the spaz in the camera, man. I'm loving y'all reaction. Pick'em Pros, I'm just asking y'all what be happening. Homie over there will believe on the shirt. Yes, you, man, I'm coolin'. Fingertips that be on the table as I see him moving. Locks that's in their head, you know me. Look, I just bring them music. I see her enjoying herself with that food that she chewing. Look, I'm just wanna do what I can for the lady with the Bass Pro Shop and the cell phone in the hand. This is what it is, man. I'm loving the fam. Thank you, Derek, as I get to gripping the mic. I'm a jam. So this is what it is. We ain't done yet, but y'all can keep clapping. I just want to rap for ones that is around, man. I'm loving this energy and everybody reaction. Yes, you, ma'am, got a hand on the cheek. She don't know what's going on, but you clap to the beat. This is what it is. Look, my name is Ray. So cool for the people that I'm here to meet. I just want to hold it down every single time while I be bringing the sound. Energy when I be in town. This what it is for people over there. White cap, yes, you, and she done opened up her ears. Glasses, man, she focused. I just want y'all to have a good time, you notice. How you doing, ma'am? They on the right side when I get the spaz, and that's why I gotta make it happen when I be rapping. Mr. White shirt with the watch, it's off the top. Air Force Ones on the shoes, I see what the brother got. The Nike on the socks, just do it means a lot. I just want to give you everything when I'm cooking in the pot. Holding it down, I go when I get it, I know what it is, I'm ready to rip it. I talk to the people that can feel it as I get specific. So one more time for people in the building. Can y'all make some noise for the way that we be feeling? There you go. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You know who it is. I am Derek Thompson.
And I'm Diego Thompson.
And who are we?
We're the Pick'em Pros.
We are the Pick'em Pros coming back at you in the house. Oh, man. Thank you, man. Hey, that was a fire introduction, my man, Ray. Thanks for rolling through to Raleigh, North Carolina, and blessing us with that, my man.
And thank y'all for having me, man. I feel good. The energy, the food was good, too. I was over there eating.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody looked good and fed, so we in here.
Yes. We have to give you that Southern hospitality, my man.
Got to, man. I'm from the South, so I know how it is.
That's right. Yeah. We hear that. We hear that in your voice, man. So we know you're in Phoenix, Arizona right now, but, from Arkansas. We're going to get into your history a little bit. So we had the pleasure of having you in the studio last night. Yeah. We have a whole full-length documentary on you coming out soon. So just getting a little taste here before you see the full show. But welcome back. This is going to be a fire show. We've got great guests tonight, headlined by Ray Wimley. But we got the NBA Finals today. Let me run through the guest list real quick, all right? So we got my man Ray Wimley. Put your hands together for Ray. All right. We got my co-host Diego Thompson in the building.
Diego!
All right. Whoa. Okay, that's a little too loud. Don't do that one. A little too loud. Again, we got the crew, camera crew, everybody that makes Pick'em Pros go. It's about 30 people. So just round of applause for the whole Pick'em Pros team. All right. We got Aiden Smalls in the building, Clayton High School football and basketball. Yes. Man, we've got Christopher Davis in the building. We're going to talk NBA Finals. It's going to be fire. We're going to talk about his Pacers. They seem to be a team he's adopting right now. I don't know. Since the Lakers didn't make it, I think he's adopted them. We're going to see. We're going to have some fun with him. We've got founder of the Carolina Basketball League, Elijah Battle. Make some noise. Yes. I want everybody to meet him. I know we got some hoopers in the building, so we've got the space till 10. We're going to party. Show will end about 8:30, 8:45. We're going to, the night will go on much longer than that, so make sure you stick around for that. We've got rising senior Clayton basketball hooper Jayden Gray in the building. Yes, shooting guard, high flyer. Cannot wait to talk to him. We've got from Gridiron Gang football team, flag football team. Yes, we got the whole squad here, but we also have general manager and starting center. We've got Zyykirrah Casado. Yes. We've got a varsity point guard, Ricky Moore III is joining us. Yes, he started as a freshman. Okay, so we got him joining us. And we also have Lexy's Bussin Bacon in the building. Yes, right here up front. We're giving away, keep your raffle tickets, all right, because we're giving away cookies. All right, bunch of packs, so make sure you hold your raffle ticket. All right. Okay, and then we also have, last but not least, we have a big fundraiser for Durham, defending Durham. We've got Jatovy McDuffie in the building, and we're going to tell you all about that. Make some noise for Jatovy. All right. So, Ray, man, how do you freestyle like that, man? We had you in the studio last night. I mean, you took us through. There's about 4 different scenarios, 4 steps and whatnot. It was very complicated. It was more complicated than a golf swing. All right. So, man, just how do you do it?
First, I got to give glory to God for just giving me the gift to do it. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all. And as far as like the technique, it all depends on the situation, like I was explaining last night. But the easiest way I can explain freestyle is more so of a conversation. So if like you and your homies were having a conversation, and they said something that inspired you or sparked the thought, you didn't have anything pre-written, you just answered the question. So it's a collection of just being in the moment and letting that inspire what I say. And then also the beat selection. It creates a very easy transition for me because it gives me the flow structure I need. And I just like to, just speak from the heart. And I think that's the easiest way I can explain it. And then a whole bunch of practice. I practice a lot on my craft. So yeah. Definitely do, it shows. So we met you, Diego and I met you 2 years ago. We were in Phoenix, okay? We were coming out of an Arizona Diamondbacks game. And father and son, we're walking out, and we see Ray doing his thing. And, man, he called us out, father, son. And Diego has some fly kicks on, as he always does. That's why I'm broke, okay? And Ray called out the shoes, and it was just, man, stopped us in our tracks. And I remember saying, man, one day I want to have that guy on our show. So here it is. We got you on, man.
Man, I feel blessed to be here, man. I really do. I see you sweating a little bit. I don't know if it's because of the Pacers or if it's just hot in here. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, okay. We gonna transition. We gonna transition into the NBA Finals for sure because it's funny. Because when I picked you up, right, they were going into the fourth quarter from the airport, and then when we got in front of the television, it was the last minute and a half of the game, and we saw that in person. So that was pretty funny. So we're definitely gonna touch on the finals in a minute here for sure. But man, tell us, first of all, how long have you been rapping? How long have you been freestyling?
It's hard to say. I feel like I've been rapping since I was little because it's always been around.
Right.
It's like how, when the first time you told a joke. I don't know, because it's just always been like in the air. But when I say I took it seriously was the age of 24, so was that 10 years? And I just went out there, had my daughter, I was telling you that was on the way. I lost my job, and I needed some income, so I had to supplement my income. In New Orleans, they got a busking scene, so it's a culture for people to go downtown and rap or play music or whatever they like to do. And so I say about 10 years, man, I've been perfecting my craft and staying on it, but maybe just all my life being around music as well,
All right. Well, you got a whole plethora of new fans here tonight.
Thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for
all
real.
Big fans of you.
And I want to get in that raffle because I saw the cookies. They look like I want to get in the raffle. Lexy, I want to get in the raffle.
All right.
Hey, man, so give us your take on the NBA Finals so far.
Oh, man.
You see it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, personally, I ain't gonna lie. My team got out a long time ago. But as far as like what's gonna happen in the finals, it's hard to say it. Everybody's saying that Tyrese or, the Indiana Pacers aren't ready. They can't do their thing. But it's like they keep proving, naysayers wrong. And I just think it's interesting because we was debating on like what makes a superstar. I mean, he's showing up in the big moments. He's creating clutch shots. He's also making sure the team gets involved. So for me, I think the finals is dope from that perspective on the underdog mentality, right? I want to see SGA come back and do something, I want to see the Thunder pull it together and hopefully go into like 6-7 games. I know y'all said a gentleman's sweep.
Yeah.
I don't know, but hopefully. But then as far as like the final, it's in OKC and it's in Indiana. It's never been a championship for either city, for either organization. So I know that's going to be good for the NBA. And it's finally unpredictable. For a while, we always knew who was going to win the NBA Finals. We already kind of like had your money on who was going to take it. But now it's kind of like who's ever hungry, whoever really wants to, whoever can pull it together, I think that'll be the team that you got to watch out for.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, what do you think, Diego?
Man, they just got lucky as always, man. Haliburton. Yeah, they lucky, man. Lucky. I mean, I need some consistency. Like, to be a superstar, you need to have some consistency. Like, you give me 12 points in Game 1 of the NBA Finals up until that shot. Like, that's not superstar worthy. So I'm like, yeah, the Thunder are coming back.
Right. Yeah. Thunder are coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say the same. But see, Ray, you kind of been you seem like you're on the fence, man, because you giving the Pacers props, but I don't know. I don't really know who you have, right?
I mean, I want to touch on, you said he's not a superstar, and we was trying to figure out what qualifies as a superstar. Like, what's your definition of a superstar? He doing what he's supposed to do in the biggest stage. He's showing up in the biggest stage. And then we have some people that's called superstars, and when the stage appears, then they disappear. So I'm trying to figure out what is your definition of a superstar, and then maybe I go into that question next.
Right. So first, man, you got to give me consistency, which he's not doing. He's not giving me consistency. He is clutch, so that's a good thing. He's winning. That's a good thing, but those have been due to like key injuries. On the Bucks, Damian Lillard got hurt, tore his Achilles. The Cavs, their whole lineup was out. Garland, Mobley, what's his name? DeAndre Hunter, he was out. The Knicks, they beat them healthy, but they're no like Celtics when they're healthy. And like he doesn't really everyone says he passes really well, but I mean he doesn't average 10 assists, and he doesn't even average 20 points. So, like, yeah. And on the game winner he shot against the Knicks, he double dribbled. So, go look at the film.
What's the first two things, though? You said he's clutch.
I said he has been clutch, yes.
And then what else? He's been winning.
He has been winning, but that's due to injuries, though.
But not against OKC, though.
I mean, it's one game.
One game?
Not a series.
7-game series?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I just feel like if somebody could do that, he's been consistently clutch, and then he can't control the team, obviously. People going to get hurt. That's the NBA. We can go through a list of different people that's won championships with teams being hurt. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not – I don't know, man. To be honest, I would like to see – it don't really matter to me. If I think who can win, I think – I'm going to see Indiana, man. I want to say, I think they can win it. I really feel like they can do it.
Okay, so you're saying, because I know a lot of people, there's a lot of hope. So you want to see them win, but I want to know who's going to win. Who you got?
I got Indiana.
You got Indiana. All right, okay. I just wanted to know. We got my man C-Pain over there.
C-Pain, no, he said he got Indiana too, right?
I don't know.
He didn't answer your text message either that night, did he? When they won. I know he didn't. He didn't say nothing. He told me that he expected that. He told me they expected it. Yeah. We'll see though.
All right. Well, we're gonna get into it. We gonna have you on. You're gonna have your moment. We're gonna have your moment. Don't worry, I'm gonna beat you down in a minute. Don't worry about it. I got something special for you. I got something real nice for you. Don't even worry about it. I'm coming your way. Well, again, I made a mistake early when we started. So I mispronounced the Gridiron game. The GM from the team, I believe it is Zyykirrah, is how you pronounce it. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. So Zyykirrah is in the building. Let's give Zyykirrah Casado a round of applause. Make some noise. Okay, sorry about that. All right. So, man, Ray, anything else? So, okay, one last thing. We're going to get you all out on this. You're going to close the show. All right, so everybody has cards, okay? And you will be able to write a word on the card. And when Ray closes the show tonight, he'll acknowledge what you have on the card. So it's going to be fire. It's going to be a great way to end the show. So I cannot wait for that. But let's get you out of here for now on this. How many games are the Pacers going to win in?
How many games they gonna win it in?
Yeah. Going to be a sweep?
Nah, I ain't gonna say it's gonna be no sweep. I think, like OKC gonna do something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They gonna do something. I think it'll be 6.
Then 6.
I think it'll be 6.
Pacers and 6. All right.
I say Pacers and 6.
Pacers and 6. All right. Well, we're gonna see. We cannot wait to have you back on, man, to close us out. Thank you for coming through and blessing us, man. And we'll see you a little later on. Man. Put your hands together for Ray Wimley. All right, next, we're going to take a quick about 50 or so second break, and the next person you will see will be Aiden Smalls. All right, we're going to take a quick break.
Well, it sort of turned into the Aiden Smalls experience as we went on. I mean, he ended the night with 319 passing yards, 5 touchdowns through the air, and about another 56 yards and another touchdown on the ground.
You mentioned Aiden Smalls, obviously just one heck of a player. When you have a guy like that, he can win games for you.
Tyrese Jordan.
I pick him like a pro, global trying ball, talking pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team champions when you walk through the hall. You can place your bet with us, cause you know we gon' win them all. I pick him like a pro, global trying ball, talking pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team champions when you walk through the hall. You can place your bet with us, cause you know we gon' win them.
All right. Diego, man, why don't you do the honors for our next esteemed guest?
All right, now we got Clayton starting quarterback, Rice commit, Aiden Smalls.
All right. Aiden is in the building, man. Great to have you on.
Yes, sir. Great to be here.
Yeah. You got the big senior year coming up. Man, a lot is in store for you. Bright future. We're all excited for what you're going to do this year. But before we get down to business and sports, we need you to settle a debate. Can you do that for me?
I got you.
You got me? All right. Okay. So this happened a few months ago, but Diego and I have a big debate going on about the Playboi Carti album. Okay? So, Aiden, I need you to tell me, man. All right, because we feel like this is a generational debate. All right, Diego thinks it's legendary. I think it's trash. So, Aiden, we need you to break the tie, man.
Shoot. I mean, I say I wouldn't even listen to it that much. I'm not really a Playboi Carti. I'm not really a fan, but I have heard it, and I can't say it's trash. I can't say that.
All right.
I say it's pretty good. It's got to be.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just an old head.
You're just an old head.
All right, I accept that. All
right, man. So you got a big senior year at Clayton coming up. So what are your goals for next year?
I say my goals for next year, I want the team to win, That's the ultimate goal, is to win. Personal stats, I'm not too worried about. I'm already committed, so I'm not really worried about that. As whatever I can do for the team to win, I don't care who gets the credit, nothing. If we win a state championship, that's all I need. So I'm going to say that's the goal.
Yes. Absolutely, man. Do you, and I know you know this is a rhetorical question, but do you understand how the town of Clayton is gonna be? Man, oh my goodness. It would be parties like you will not believe. It'll just be amazing. So we would love to see you bring that to the town of Clayton. They definitely deserve that. So Rice University, we hear that you've committed there. What played into that decision?
I gotta say, when I went there, I've just started talking to them maybe 4 months ago. And I got on campus and talked to the coaches and bonded with the players, and as soon as I stepped on campus, I knew that was the place I wanted to be. You know, they treated me amazing, you know. And also in Houston, I'm telling y'all, the food there is great. It's really good in Houston, I'm telling you. So, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no doubt about that. We were there for a wedding last year, and phenomenal.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Oh.
Yeah, so what part of your game are you working on most this offseason?
You know, I say it's a lot less physical. You know, I feel like I have a lot of that down. I'm pretty confident in, but I'm focusing on the film room. I say like focusing on what defense is going to run against me, like how to read defenses better. You know, so I'm just trying to like mentally get myself prepared for the season more so because I know I got the athleticism, but I think mentally I can really lock in. If I can mentally be good and match my physicality, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a done deal. So I need to I'm getting my mentally right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that. Working on the mental, that's very important. So your leadership style, Aiden, how would you describe yourself as a leader? What's your style?
I say my style is, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the loudest person on the field. You know, typically quarterbacks they might be the loudest person, but I'm not the loudest. You know, I feel like, you know, I make sure everybody's straight. Of course, like I'll talk to each person individually, from freshman to senior. It doesn't matter. I'll talk to each person individually. But I feel like when I really am loud is when we get in that game mode. And once we get in that game mode, I feel like when I'm loud in the game mode, they all listen because they don't hear it too much. So once they hear me yelling, they know it's serious. You know, so I feel like that helps most. So that's pretty much how I lead.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I'm more that way. I'm not a rah-rah person all the time, but if I get amped, I feel like it has more of an impact at that point for sure. And you definitely have an aura about you. You have a swag to you, so I know people will follow you naturally.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Hey, man, so what advice would you give to a young QB that's like trying to start and just trying to make it in the game of football?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. I say, I've had a long journey at the quarterback position, since when I would say, well, I'll just give my journey a little bit. So when I was little, when I was like 5, I just wanted to play. I saw my brother playing. He was older. I just wanted to play. So I was like, let me just go out there. I don't care. I didn't know too much. Just give me the ball. I'm going to try to run a touchdown, basically. So I was kind of like, I played quarterback, but it was just wildcat, of course. So I just caught it and ran. And then that next year, I was a running back. So I got a bunch of carries just running because I say my athleticism is the best part of my game. So I was a running back. And then I transitioned, I think I was in 6th grade, last Pop Warner years, I played quarterback. And that was probably the best time I've ever had was playing that quarterback position. But the thing was, my athleticism was so great that a lot of coaches didn't want me at the quarterback position. They wanted me to be a wide receiver or a running back. And, I say for kids, do what your heart desires, you know what I mean? Don't let another coach tell you what you should do, I feel like you can do whatever you put your mind to. I don't care what you want to play, whatever, no matter what sport. You put your mind to it, you can do it. You work hard at it, you can do it. It doesn't matter. So I say for young kids, just lock in, and just, if you believe you can do it, then do it, That's how I say.
I love that. Yeah, round of applause. Bet on yourself. Bet on yourself and believe in yourself. I like that a lot. And I'm happy. Thank you for going deeper with that. We appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
So how do you relax? We know you have a lot on your plate, clearly. You play multiple sports. I'm sure your training has to be out of this world. But how do you unwind?
I pretty much, when I'm not thinking about the game, I say I go out and do other things. I go play pickleball sometimes. That's something I'm just now learning to do. I go play pickleball. I go golf sometimes, some golfing. That gets my mind off of it. Yeah, okay. Of course, video games, yeah. That's
all right, yeah. Okay. So picklehead is not just an old head sport.
Nah, it's not just an old head, I've been out there. I've been getting better. I don't know. Yeah.
Now, man, you go to the YMCA, and let's say hooping time is from 6 to 7. And then if it's pickleball at 7 o'clock, you better be off that court by 6:55, or else it's going to be a problem.
It's serious
they
up there.
Do not play.
Yeah.
And, man, for real.
Is there a pro QB that you resemble your game after, or just look up to?
I definitely say hands down Lamar Jackson, because Lamar. Yeah. I mean, he has a similar journey to me. So coming out of high school, what they say to Lamar? Actually, high school and college. What they say to Lamar? Hey, you should go play some running back. You can go wide out. You'd be a great wide out. But you know what Lamar did? He said, nah, forget all that. He could have went to Georgia. He could have went to Alabama for a receiver or whatever. But nah, he went to Louisville to play his quarterback position. And look where he is now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So what's a fun fact? What's something that people would be surprised to know about Aiden Smalls?
I say, it's a good question. Thank you. I say that my music taste is a little different than a lot of people. I say, you know, I'm actually about to go to a country concert after this. Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Diverse. I like that.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Okay, yeah. That would definitely be one. I would not have thought that. All right. I like that. So, go along with that. What's a guilty pleasure? You know, what's a favorite snack, cheat meal? Let us know about that.
I say something that's like not normal. You know, I don't think too many people would do this. So I say late nights. You know, my go-to thing is to go to Sheetz, go to Make a Burger, and put some mozzarella sticks on there, put hot sauce on there, and cheese, provolone cheese, and I call it a day.
Okay, now how often do you do that?
Maybe like twice a month, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Not too much, not too much.
I was about to say, man, I did that. I instantly gained like 30 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but that's how that metabolism changes. You know what I mean?
Hey, man. So I know you mentioned like your music taste is a little different, but what's your playlist before the game? Like, what gets you amped?
Yeah, I say, now that's pretty much normal. I say, I listen to YoungBoy, you know, that's definitely, and also I'll listen to Rod Wave.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah, Rod Wave before a game. Yep, before a game. It gets me, I don't know, it's going to get me locked in. I don't know how, but it gets me locked in. I'm telling you.
I love it. And so I was going to ask you as far as legacy goes, you know, what legacy do you want to leave behind for Clayton High? But I feel like you already answered that, you know, state championship.
Hey.
So.
Yes, sir, but I can add more to that.
Okay.
I say, you know, I've been to this town, I just got here a year ago. So this town has been like great. You know, the fan support, the players, my peers, everybody's been just amazing, showing so much love to me. I just want to like give a shout out to the Clayton community, like they're amazing. I just want to do that. Yeah. Yep. But so I just want to leave behind my legacy. Of course, I want to win that state championship, but I just want everybody to know that I love this school and I love this town. I just say that. Yep.
Yeah, oh, it is, man. Diego and I echo that. So, you know, Diego currently goes to school in Raleigh. We live in Clayton, but you're not going to find two bigger Clayton fans than us. You know,
yes,
so
sir.
we just got pulled into it, man. It's such a family seeing, you know, DJ EJ on the field, and then it's just such a vibe. You got people tailgate. You know what I mean? Like
Yes,
you got parachuting out the sky, right during the national anthem. Like who does that for high school football? Like if you have not been to a Clayton High football game, you need to go to it. It's an experience like no other. So. We definitely are excited and cannot wait. And one thing I do want to mention, and we have a question from the audience. Everybody here has a wristband, okay? Now, you know the Pick'em Pros, our base colors are red, black, white. But you notice these wristbands are blue today. And they are in honor of Clayton, and they're in honor of Coach Lee. All right? So there's a message on the inside. If you look on the inside, it says, Coach Lee forever. Once a Comet, always a Comet. And that's something that he used to always say. So let's give Coach Lee a big round of applause. Mention that. Oh, yes. So I want to mention that. And let's go to our audience question.
What does it mean for you to be on the team personally?
Oh, okay. Be on the team personally. I say, personally, it means a lot because it kind of, like, back to what I said, like, being on this team is so much different than my old school. Like, being on this team, you're like a part of a whole town. You got a whole town backing you up. So when you're on that field and you know the camera, the lights, everybody's watching you, it's like a surreal feeling. It feels like I'm in college a little bit. Like, everybody's looking at you. It's like it just always gives you motivation to keep working because you just want to get to that point, you know? Like, I just say, like, it's a surreal feeling. That's what I say. Yeah.
Great question. Thank you. All right. Well, Aiden, we appreciate you stopping through. Enjoy the country concert.
Yes, sir.
And hey, we're pulling for you. We'll be there. And best of luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah, thank you. Rounds of applause for Aiden Smalls. Yes, yes, thank you. All right. All right. Well, it is the NBA Finals, and we've got to bring our main man. Man, he's been with us for pretty much the entire season 3 of Pick'em Pros. My wife nicknamed him C-Pain, and that name has just been perfect, and it's stuck. We love him, and we can't wait to talk about this series of the Indiana Pacers OKC. You will be entertained. So put your hands together for Christopher C-Pain Davis. All right, man. All right.
I got a couple questions for y'all today because there were some times when them text messages I sent, somebody was a little late responding to them. I mean, Diego's still asleep. I got a question. You still sleeping on the Pacers or what? What's happening?
Yep, still sleeping. Gentleman's sweep. Winning 4 in a row. They only lost that game so they could win in OKC. That's what I think.
All right, so the Pacers having by far their worst game in the playoffs in the first half and still beating OKC, a 64-18 team when nobody thought they would be there, and you're still asleep?
Yeah, you think about, like, they had Caruso on him, right? Then they switched him off and got Case and Wallace on him.
Okay.
So I mean, they should, if they stuck with Caruso on him, they could have easily locked that up. But they're like, nah, we want to win in OKC. So they're like, yeah, we're gonna let them have this, and then we're gonna win in OKC.
I'm hearing a lot of like ifs, ands, and buts when it comes to this Pacers team, though. I gotta, and Derek, I'm gonna ask you this question. What do you feel about Tyrese Haliburton's playoff run? Is it one of the most clutch runs you've seen? Can you at least give him that credit, at the very least?
Clutch, yes.
Okay.
Clutch, yes. Now, you know, it's funny how the whole game. So the rest of the series, I'm gonna have to watch with the sound off.
Okay.
I cannot listen to the commentators because the whole game it was, oh, Pacers are only down 12. Oh, Pacers are only down 15. I couldn't take. I just can't take it anymore. So that's one thing I have to say. But I will give it to him. He has been clutch.
Okay.
He has been clutch. Now I think he had 12 points before he shot that clutch shot. But he has been clutch. I will give him that. I'll give him that.
You know what? Halliburton is playing like an extremely clutch role player. That's what he's playing
role
like.
player
Yes.
when he's the engine of that team.
Yes.
Get the hate
Pascal
out your heart,
Siakam
my
has been
guy.
their most
Get the hate out your
consistent.
heart. It's okay.
Siakam's been their most
It's
consistent.
okay. It's okay.
He won the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Most consistency.
Yes.
All right.
There's still 47 other minutes in the game before the last minute of the game.
Okay.
So.
But what matters at the end of the game? The scoreboard. And in the last minute, who showed up? Who shows up every time?
What you do in the first
playoffs.
47 matters too.
Yeah, I would like to put some weight on the first 47 minutes. Again, when he had the ball, I knew that shot was going in. I give him that. I knew he was going to make that shot, just like last year when Luka had the ball in the Western Conference Finals. I knew that shot was going in. So he has definitely emerged as one of the most clutch players in the league. But you know who else was very clutch? Robert Horry.
Oh, wow.
Right?
That's crazy.
Who would you want with the ball with no time left but Robert Horry? Right? Big Shot Bob, okay? But is Big Shot Bob a superstar?
No.
I don't know.
All right. Well, let's go to the thunder of it all because I can't even address that one. I ain't even going. Comparing Tyrese to Robert Horry is crazy work. But anyway, we're going to talk about the Shea of it all. I mean, MVP has almost 40 in the first game. Right. Do you think that if OKC somehow loses by whatever miracle or by Diego, y'all standards saying a gentleman's sweep, if they lose, is it a stain on what we're going to think of Shea's season this year?
You want me to take that?
I guess. I mean, it's not going to happen, but I guess it would. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That would definitely be a stain. That would definitely be a stain. They're the overwhelming favorite. They were a 9.5-point favorite last I checked in Game 1. You know, the odds were just incredible for them for this series overall. So, yes, if they lose to the Indiana Pacers, out of, you know, everything that he has done has been positive, and now you're not going to find a bigger SGA fan than me, it definitely would be a stain.
Okay.
For sure. I mean, hey, the Knicks fired their coach for losing to the Pacers.
Exactly.
So there are ramifications that come with losing to the Pacers.
It's like the Carolina Panthers when they won those like 2-3 games in a row.
Yeah, and then
when everyone was firing their coach.
That's fair. That's fair.
Just like that.
Yeah.
So with the OKC of it all, how do you think they can win this series? How do you think that just they have to play their game, or is that it?
Oh yeah, just play their game. They don't have to do anything special. Just come out, play ball. This next game, they're going to win by at least 40. It's going to be a 40-point blowout this next game. I think Game 3 will be tight. Game 3 will be tight, and then they'll just take it from there. But, yeah, no, I'm not concerned at all. This is a gentleman's sweep. And I tell you what, you know what? Because there's been a lot of people that have expressed optimism with the Pacers. I'm seeing a lot of optimism, a lot of hope, a lot of whatever. But when their feet are held to the fire, I don't know if they're really willing to jump. So you know what? If someone is really, really into the Pacers, okay? If you really believe in the Pacers, all right, I got about 1,000 reasons right here to prove that you believe in the Pacers, all right? So if you truly believe in the Pacers, if you think they're going to win the finals, then go ahead and put your money where your mouth is, all right? And let's see what's up. All right? Otherwise, I don't want to hear it, okay? So let me know. Oh, dang, I'm still counting. My bad. So let me know, all right? If you believe in the Pacers, then go ahead and put your money where your mouth is. Otherwise, I don't want to hear it.
So is that for me?
That's for you.
All right, Pacers in 6. Let's do it.
All right, okay. You heard it. All right, Pacers in 6. All right. There we go. All right.
Finally made the official pick.
Yeah, you made your pick.
You were kind of teasing. You were like, back and forth.
Listen, what they already did in OKC shows that they have confidence and they're not afraid of this team. I really like what they could do. Now, again, will it be a high mountain to climb? Yes, for sure. But again, it's going to be fun. So let's do it. Pacers in 6.
All right,
y'all say OKC in 5. All right. Well, putting my money where my mouth is. So let's
you
do it.
definitely are. All right, we will see. Well, hey, C-Pain, man, it's always a pleasure. So we'll be in studio next week.
Yep.
So we'll have a lot to talk about. We'll go way more in depth and have a lot of fun when we're in studio on Friday next week. All right? All right, my man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Put your hands together for
Have a
Christopher
good
C-Pain Davis. All right. Our next guest, ladies and gentlemen, is the founder of the Carolina Basketball League. We cannot wait to share the information about this league with you, as we know we have so many hoopers here in North Carolina. So please put your hands together. Actually, first, I'm going to go ahead and play a quick little intro. All right. Oh, we don't have that. You know what? So let's just go ahead. Let me clear this money. Hold on. Clear this money off the table. Hold on. Clear this money off the table. I'm going to double it. All right. Put your hands together for Elijah Battle. Yes. My man. My favorite people, man. So, yeah, I'm so excited to be able to share. The Carolina Basketball League got the polo on and repping, and this is the league. I don't want to steal your thunder. I want you to explain what this is all about. But why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about the league and what inspired you to start a league specifically for North Carolina and the basketball players here?
Well, first and foremost, shout out to North Carolina because we are the basketball state, and I'll put us up against anybody else in the entire country. But I'm from Kinston, North Carolina, and I don't mean to brag, but we produce more basketball players per square mile than any other city in the state.
Okay, I like that.
So that's where my passion comes from. I'm from K-Town, and I love my city, but I live in Youngsville now with my beautiful wife.
Oh, yeah.
But this league, but this league is really about providing an opportunity. There's so many great basketball players that have been stuck in the AAU loop, don't have an opportunity after high school, and so few of them make it to college to play, and so even more few than that make it to the NBAs or the overseas to play. So this league is really about providing a consistent opportunity for these basketball players in the state.
All right. Oh, I love that. Love that.
And so why do you feel like there's such a big gap after high school and college, and how does the CBL fill that void?
Well, it's very simple, man. I think the stat is 3.5% of high school basketball players actually make it to college across the entire country. Only 1.8% of that make it to the pros, and not even half of that stays beyond 3 years. Right? So the opportunity that the CPL provides is really about just showing that, hey, for one, we're the best when it comes to basketball. For two, we still want to play. It's that simple. We want to play ball. We want to play ball. We want to play ball at a higher level. I mean, just imagine if every college in the state decided to come together and create a league, and they all submit their 15 best players across 8 different cities, no matter what the college is, the 15 best players, and they all represent that one area. Duke and Carolina alone would sell out year-round. Right. Those two teams combined, the rivalry that we share in this state, by the way, Duke is the best. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. But those two colleges alone would prop up this state, not to mention one of the most consistent basketball programs since I've been a kid, and that's Wake Forest University. Not to mention one of the top HBCU basketball teams, that's Winston-Salem State. Not to mention the up-and-coming HBCU basketball team in Fayetteville. So there's too many ballers in this area for there not to be more consistent opportunity. And yes, we have our local rec men's leagues and our youth leagues, but what about a grander stage? I mean, if you look at how many different baseball teams we have across the state, the High Point Rockers, Winston-Salem Dash, right? Greensboro Grasshoppers, or whatever their name is now. Right. Imagine if we gave that same support to these basketball players. That means about 30% of the high school students in this state that play basketball would have a second chance.
That's right.
That means they would have that opportunity to show their skill and actually prove that they belong in a better place. Because let's be honest, I can handpick 15 guys from any city in this state, and we would probably beat the Charlotte Hornets right now. And I love my Hornets, don't get me wrong. I love my Hornets. But real talk, basketball in this state, it's a different pedigree.
It's incredible. It's definitely incredible.
You got your Rucker Park in New York, I love it. You got your Houston Street Ballers, I love it. You got, Ballers Life that travels all over the country. But right here, whenever they come to this area, they sell out. Whenever they come to this area, they have the best competition, the highest views every single time.
Love it. So tell us about one of the things that I feel separates your league. Why don't we drop the website?
Oh, yeah, CBLHoops.com. That's CBLHoops.com. CBLHoops.com.
Check it out, CBLHoops.com. So one of the things that separates your league with your vision is the player combine.
Yes.
So I love that. So let's talk about the combine, how important official stats are and metrics and whatnot. 100%. Tell us about that.
So the Carolina Combine is a monthly membership program we're going to be starting very soon. It's going to be $15 a month. If anybody has ever played in the local men's league, they normally charge you $80 to $160 to $200 to play, or they might charge you a team fee. Right? This small amount of money will allow you to access every single event we have around the state. We're going to be right now we're actually looking to partner with event promoters across the state in multiple cities that already host these men's leagues and one-on-one tournaments. If you pay that membership, you will be able to go and participate in every single CBL-sanctioned event, whether that's a men's league, a one-on-one tournament, a women's league, a youth league, whatever that might be. $15 a month is your entry fee. Not only that, but this is where that opportunity comes into play. During the year, we will be keeping track of every player's stats, and the reason we're doing that is because the best players from these areas will represent the team for their city. And then we will compete in official summer league for a state championship.
Oh, wow. Love that. Yeah.
So can you walk us through like the structure, like what a typical CBL season looks like?
Oh, for sure. So once the Carolina Combine is kicked off officially, we're going to be looking at every single player's stats. We're going to pick 3 players per position. This is not positionless basketball. We're getting back to defense and structured offense. The games are going to be 12-minute quarters under college rules, 4 quarters. We're going to take the passion that college players have and the college fans have and replicate that on the local circuit. The best players will play. It doesn't matter man, woman, doesn't matter. 18 or older, the best player will play. The best point guard will get their shot, the best shooting guard, and so on. Now, once the season kicks off, every team will play each other twice. Once you've played each other twice, the best record will be seeded in a single round elimination bracket, and then, of course, the final 2 teams will compete for the championship. But once that's over, it's back to the grind, back to the one-on-one tournaments, back to the local leagues, because every player has to compete for their spot during our off season.
I love that. Love that. So Elijah, what would you say to the hooper that's at home, wondering if it's too late? What would you say to them about joining the CBL?
It's only too late if you say it's too late. I don't care if you're 50, 60, 70. If you have the talent, if you have the consistency, if you have the passion for this game, get up, come out, and play. The best players will play. It's that simple.
All right. Love. All right, we have a question from the audience.
Okay. My question was really like, when did you wake up very early in the morning? You were just like, I'm gonna make a league. I'll make a basketball league.
Oh, man, my 21st birthday, I was in Columbia, South Carolina. It was a couple years before I met my wife, actually, down there. And I was in an area, it's a college apartments, and I woke up to go to the mailbox. And in this place, there's a basketball court down there, and it never failed. Every morning, there's about 20 to 30 guys down there playing. It reminded me of my hometown. When I wake up in Kinston, in my hometown, the first thing I hear across the street is everybody at Emma Webb Park playing basketball. Even when there wasn't a hoop, they were still playing. So that's really what it was about for me. I wanted to see those guys play. I can't do it no more. The arches in my feet feel, my back hurt, my neck hurt. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting up there. So I want to make sure I can provide that opportunity for the players coming after me that still want to compete, and the players that came before me as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question.
So what fuels you to build this league? Is it like a personal journey, or do you see it becoming something bigger than yourself?
To be honest, it started very selfish. I love basketball. It's that simple. It's my first passion. However, it became a position of service for me where I can actually serve the people that I cared about. It's no secret that nobody really likes working a 9-to-5, right? So I figured if I can make some money for myself and provide for my family while still providing an opportunity for my community, everybody wins. And that's what it's really about for me.
So Elijah, I love that, man, and thank you for creating this league. And I can't wait for you to talk to some of the people that's in the crowd here after the show. So again, we got Space Till 10, DJ will be playing, bowling, networking, and all of that. But Elijah, let's get you out on this, man. Sales pitch. You have a 1-minute pitch to sell a player on CBL.
Oh man.
What do you say? 1-minute pitch.
I don't even think I need a minute. It's very simple. If you want to play, come play. If you want your shot, come take it. I'm going to make sure everybody has an equal and fair opportunity to show their skill. Like I said before, the best player will play.
Love it. All right. Yes. Oh, man, we can't wait to align with you. I know we have a lot in store with the CBL. We're going to make it big. So thank you for joining us, and we'll talk some more after the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Put your hands together for Elijah Battle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a quick video to play, and then we'll get into our next guest, Mr. Jayden Gray.
Tyrese Jordan.
I pick 'em like a pro, go to try ball, talk a pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team champions when you walk through the hall. You can place your bet with us, cause you know we gon' win them all. I pick 'em like a pro, go to try ball, talk a pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team champions when you walk through the hall.
Y'all don't want none of this boy right here. Put your hands together for Clayton High's very own, Jayden Gray. Yes, Jayden, man, it is a pleasure to have you here on set. Thanks for joining us.
Thank y'all, man. It's a great opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, man, we, again, we're at a lot of the games and watched you guys, and we've been, following you, and we know that, this upcoming senior year is going to be big for you. But we definitely saw flashes just when you would get in and saw what you can do, and we're so excited that, we feel like you're starting to get some of the recognition that you deserve, and we know this is going to be a monster year for you. But let me start you with a fun question here. So you clearly have the vert that a lot of us admire. Reminds me a little bit of myself back in the day when I was looking up there, just skying and just making business decisions when you're in the air. But then you also have that sweet jumper. So man, what came first? Was it the bounce or was it the J?
I would have to say the bounce. Ever since I was little, I always had this goal at my house, and it's just an adjustable goal like a lot of people grow up with. And ever since I was little, like little, I would, have it down on 7.5, and I would always practice dunking. And, once I would dunk on 7.5, then I'd move up to 7.75, 8, all the way up till I got to 10. And dunking was always a goal of mine. Ever since, before I even took basketball serious, I just wanted to dunk.
Yep.
So I would have to say, the bounce. My dad, he played, 3 sports in high school, ended up playing college baseball, so he was a big athlete, and I really, I would say the bounce is really what came first.
All right, bounce came first. So Diego, I think there's hope, man.
Yeah.
There might be.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get the goal at the house. We're gonna set it at about
About 9.5.
No. About 6.5. About 6.5. We'll start there. Consistently get that, and then you laid out the blueprint.
That's how I got there.
That's how.
I'm touching backboard, man. I'm getting up there.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to see proof of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's saying he's starting at 8.5.
All right. Start at 8.5. All right.
Yeah, so you're known as an underrated star. So do you embrace that role, or are you just ready for people to take notice?
So last year, I had Clayton was very talented. So I feel like a lot of my teammates, they had established themselves, and I was kind of just younger than them, kind of behind them, and so I kind of accepted that role as an underrated guy. This year going forward, though, I'm looking forward to hopefully stepping into a bigger role. That's one of my goals for this year, and I know, I'm gonna have to play a big part and do a lot this year. So I'm looking forward to, making my name known. When I step into a gym, I want people to know who I am. Mm-hmm. And so that's the difference between this year and last year. Mm-hmm. Is, I feel like I got to do more this year, and I'm looking to do more this year.
Nice. Yeah. I can't wait to watch the season and see all that you do. Man, you know what? Let me stop and just acknowledge, because I wish I had, because this would have been on that screen. Gardner.
Yeah.
And I wanted to find those dunks, because right after that game we saw on social media, there was this classic picture of you where you're totally horizontal and holding on to the rim. That's one of the just coldest pictures. So we're gonna have to find that, man.
Yeah, I had it, but then I broke my phone and I lost all my pictures.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find that. So who would you say you model your game after?
growing up, I was a big, my dad's from Kentucky, so we're real big Kentucky fans. And, I feel like a lot of my game, is like getting to the basket. I love to dunk, stuff like that. So I would say I'm a big De'Aaron Fox fan. Big De'Aaron Fox fan. Not shoots the ball, but doesn't, completely rely on his jump shot. So I would have to say De'Aaron Fox. I just love to get out in transition and stuff like that. And I feel like that would be a great person to model my game after and what I really take after.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be a great person.
Yeah. Yeah, so you mentioned that this is a big year coming up. So what's your mindset going into the year, and what do you want to prove to people?
For me, the biggest goal I want to prove is obviously, like I said, we lost a lot of talent, going into this year. But I want to still prove, with what we got, that we can still win at a high level. We were preseason #1 before we went through a little dry spell last year, and I just want to prove that we can still win at a high level, even without the guys that we lost. And I think, if me and Khalil and Cam, all of us play the way we know we can, I think we can still do that. The play style will be a little different, but I feel like we can definitely get the job done the right way if that's what we all can collectively agree on as our goals.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So we know you're playing AAU ball right now and playing on John Wall's AAU team. Oh, yeah, that's a very, very big deal. Very big deal. So just tell us, what has that experience been like playing on that team, and how has that shaped your game?
Just playing at the level, and being around people that have been at that level. A lot of my teammates are also new to Team Wall, so just a lot of us coming from a lot of different places. I'd never known any of them before. So I feel like, playing against that comp with them together is really, obviously you want to play against people better, if not better than you, and it really helps shape your game. Another thing that Team Wall's really helped me with is we're not very big. And so I feel like that really is going to help me at Clayton this year, because I feel like our play style is going to be very similar to what it is at Clayton this year. We're, Team Wall, we're not very tall. We got a lot of guards, a lot of forwards, but no big guys. So I think, that'll be a really, really good transition to high school. And also, I've been playing the 1 a lot at Team Wall, which also, losing Quayshawn and, Aiden, I think I'm going to have to step up and play the 1 this year. And I've been mainly a 2 for most of my high school career.
Right.
So
yeah.
That's, I think him, our coach, Coach Tony, has really helped me with that and really put me in a position to succeed with that. So I've been very grateful for that.
Good, good. Yeah, we look forward to seeing you play some point. I didn't know that. All right.
Man, so what's the best advice you've gotten from a coach, and how's that advice stuck with you?
This advice actually came this year. I completely, we were in a tournament. It was a pretty big tournament, and we played some really good competition, and I just completely had a terrible tournament. Just terrible tournament. Couldn't get anything to fall, couldn't get anything to go in. And I was like, dang, man, went home bummed. I was like, that can't happen. I'm trying to play at the next level. And after that tournament, I was getting calls, phone calls, out with all these college coaches. And I went up to my coach, Coach Tony, for Team Wall, my Team Wall coach. And I was like, man, what's happening? I've heard from some schools, but it's typically you get that after a good game, And he was like, this is the advice he gave me. He was like, look, man, shots weren't falling for you this weekend. It wasn't your weekend. But guess what? You out there, you were trying hard, you were playing defense, you were playing the right way, and you were taking recruitable looks. That's what he said to me. He said there's recruitable looks, and it really sunk in. And you don't always have to go out there and score your most amount of points, do all this and that, be the flashiest player out there. I didn't have a great weekend at all. And I still, to this day, that's the most coaches I've heard from after a weekend. And it was probably, it was by far my worst offensive weekend that I've ever had. So just, that advice he gave me, that really sunk in. And then my perspective changed after that, because that was, a big turning point for me. I was like, dang, I really put things into perspective.
Yeah, that was phenomenal advice, because as many people in the crowd can attest, somebody's always watching. somebody is always watching. And especially, it's easy to be a great teammate when you're balling, but how are you going to react when you're not playing well? So, yeah, that was fantastic advice. I love that. So let's talk about recruiting for a little bit here. So if a college coach, asks, why should we recruit Jayden Gray? what would your answer be?
I feel like if a college coach is asking me, why should I recruit you? I feel like, I just tell them what I can do, show them what I can do. I feel like I can get downhill. I play defense. That's one thing that was big for me in Clayton. Defense, I can shoot the ball. And then plus, a big thing is off the court, I'm good in the classroom. My parents have always been on me about my grades, and just something like, like the classroom that really separates you. There's a bunch of good basketball players out there, but being great in the classroom, that really separates, like a lot of the coaches I've heard from, one of the first questions they ask is, how are you at school? Yes. So, being able to answer that and tell them the truth and give them a really strong answer, that's been huge. And like I said, I feel like I could do everything on the basketball court. So if you pair that with me being good in school, I feel like that's why a college coach should recruit me.
I like that. Yeah. And everybody wants a smart player. They definitely want that. So another question on recruiting: are there any colleges on your radar? Just kind of tell us at least what you can share as far as how that's going for you right now.
I've been blessed to hear from a lot of colleges this summer. It's really blown up. And I've received a couple offers, and I'm very, very blessed for that. But some schools that I would love to hear from, and I've talked to Campbell a little bit, love to keep talking to them, but also like Garner Webb, yes. I'd love to hear from a Garner Webb type school, and I feel like I'd be very, very happy to hear from them. Haven't yet, but like I said, I've heard from Campbell a little bit, and I've received some offers from some smaller schools, so that's, very blessed to do that, and just blessed to get 4 more years, because at the end of the day, with how the transfer portal is and stuff now, even if you got to go somewhere and transfer up, that's a possibility. So just grateful for 4 more years, but definitely if I had to pick 2 schools I would love to hear from is Campbell and Garner Webb.
All right. Well, Campbell, Garner Webb, we want to hear from you.
And so what do you do to chill outside of basketball? Is it hang with your friends, listen to music, video games?
I definitely play the game. I'm always on, Fortnite. I'm always on Fortnite. Yeah. What's funny is Aiden's not here anymore, but I see Aiden at the pickleball course all the time. We're out there playing pickleball all the time. So I see Aiden a lot out there. I play pickleball a lot. Me and my friends, we go out there. We play a lot. I do that. I'm big into fishing. I do a lot of fishing. So I fish a lot. I fish, the same friends I go play pickleball with, they're all into fishing too. So we go fishing, and then at night is when we go play pickleball because it's so hot. But we definitely fishing and pickleball. We're big on that. We do that a lot.
All right.
More proof that pickleball is not an old head sport, man.
Nah, not at all.
I thought it was an old head sport.
When we go out there, it's a lot of high schoolers, college kids. Definitely not an old head sport.
Yeah, man, I did not know that. You all are enlightening me. Yeah, I feel better. So, Jayden, what's the defining moment, or what has been a defining moment for you when you said, okay, yeah, I'm built for this?
Like you mentioned earlier, that Garner game, man. That Garner game was awesome. From, not even just from my standpoint, just the team standpoint, we slipped up and lost to Garner twice during the regular season, and, we didn't feel like we should have lost those games, and still don't. But, to be able to get them back how we did in the conference championship, and, just how it went for me, I got ejected from that game, but
you should not have.
I agree. I don't think I should have got ejected, but just the game, that game was so much fun. That game was a ton of fun.
That was. Yeah, but you just instilled so much confidence in the team. And, the reason, again, you got ejected because the referee claimed that you were pulling up on the rim. You pulled up a little bit, but it wasn't enough to be, getting text and thrown out of the game. And you know you're okay when you get thrown out the game and the coach is running up to you, tapping you up, going, yeah.
Yeah, the first one, I probably should have got a tech for him, but the second one, I didn't think that was a tech. I thought, he was really watching. He was looking to give one out. That's what I thought. But no, yeah, Coach Kenny came over, dapped me up, and was like, man, you got this. He was like, you got to go back to the locker room, but I'll see you after the game.
Yeah, for sure. No, that was a great moment. And we'll get you out of here on this, Jayden. So finish this sentence for me. By the end of my senior year, people will know me as.
I want to be known as someone who was selfless, I want to be known as someone who won. Like I said, I think I want to win a conference championship outright this year. You know, like I said, Garner got us in the regular season this year, and we ended up getting them in the conference tournament championship. But I really want to win it all this year. I want to win the conference tournament and regular season, you know, and just win it outright and be able to have that as I leave. Because not too many people can say that, you know. Garner's always good competition every year after year, and that's always one of our biggest games. So if we could go 2-0 against Garner and 2-0 against Cleveland, I think that'll be how I want to be remembered as someone who went out as a winner and a good teammate.
Definitely. I love that. Well, man, you have a great head on your shoulders. We're very, very impressed. It was great to finally sit down and talk to you, and we're excited to follow you for your senior year.
Yes, sir. I just want to thank y'all for the opportunity. It's been great.
You bet. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jayden Gray. All right. We are very excited. Again, as all of our guests, man. And all of our guests are special to us. And, you know, this next guest is no exception to that. Zyykirrah has been a great friend of Pick'em Pros, a great partner of Pick'em Pros, as well as the Gridiron gang. So they've been, you know, day one supporters. Yeah. Oh, yes. So excited. But before we bring Zyykirrah on, we have a little video to play, a little short 20-second video to get you amped up. You know, when you're about to play some football, you got to get hyped. So we need to get, y'all ready to get hyped? All right. Let's get hyped real quick.
Tyrese Jordan.
Nothing's given! Nothing's given! Everything good! Everything good! Hard work! Pays up! Do something! Be remembered! Do nothing! Be forgotten! Game time! Game time!
Yeah, there we go. Now we're hyped. Put your hands together for Zyykirrah Casado. All right. Here we go. Well, welcome.
Hello, everybody. Gang, gang.
Gang is definitely in the building. So, wow, you know, you're running things. Well, you're, you know, behind the scenes, you know, doing a lot, and you know, playing on the team. You wear many hats. You have a lot. But what's your biggest challenge being behind the scenes on the operations on the football side, and also being the starting center for the team?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me here. When I was injured, it was easy because I couldn't play. But when you are able to play, it's really a challenge to focus on that more than what it takes behind the scenes to keep everything going. So I think just the urge and the want to be able to be on the field is probably the biggest challenge. But you know, it's like anything, you just figure out how to do both.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So, who's your funniest teammate, and who is the loudest in the huddle?
It was actually a debate between the funniest is either Cam or Ja. The loudest would be me.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
I would be the loudest, yeah.
Well, yeah, you were leading the huddle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got my Grandma Alice voice, so.
I love that. Then, you know, being old school Chicago Bulls, you know, hearing what time is it, you know, all that. I love hearing that. And also, well, that was Ray Lewis. That's Ray Lewis Ravens. That's right. Where that came from. So, again, you are a inspiration to many people, including, you know, obviously women. What would be your message to women that just to, you know, follow their passions and dreams? What message do you have to women?
Well, I would say definitely, we only live once, so whatever it is that you would like to do, you should do it. I know back when I was younger, before high school, I loved football, but we weren't really allowed to play football then. You know, now it's a sport that I think is such a huge future, you know, and, you know, if it's sports that you want to get involved in, whether you are in high school or like us, we're adults with full-time jobs and all of that, and we still figure out ways to get out there. So it's really whatever you put your mind to. Well, this is what I will say. If it's in your mind, I don't believe God play those kind of games. So if it's in your mind, you're supposed to be doing it. So definitely get it. Definitely do it.
I like that. I like that. And you work hard. The team is always practicing, and you all.
We had practice today.
Yes.
Yes.
So yes, get after it. Sure.
So women's flag football is growing fast, and how do you see it? How do you see the sport evolving in North Carolina and beyond?
Well, definitely North Carolina. You know, we have we have different formats here. I see it being pretty big here in North Carolina. We have grown pretty extensively. Overall, you know, I don't know if y'all noticed, but flag will be in the Olympics in 2028. So we play contact flag. I don't know if contact flag will be in the Olympics, but we definitely, I see it being a huge opportunity for a lot of women. You know, whether they want to play contact, non-contact, there's so many different. I'm playing fives for the first time this month, which I never played that actual format. And yeah, I think it's a huge opportunity for people, whatever your age group is, whether you're 40 like me, or if you are high school, or, you know, it's definitely a lot of opportunity.
So you juggle a lot. Again, you're behind the scenes with the team. You play for the team. And you also are entrepreneur, right? And have but you have media business. You have many things that you do. How do you, and again, you know, mother, just everything. How do you juggle all that you do?
Time management, I will say. I read this book called The 4-Hour Work Week a long time ago.
Ooh,
you know about the 4?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite books.
Yes, that really helped me to be able to balance the different hats that I wear. You know what I mean? Because they don't kind of coincide with each other. You know, one is football, one is daycare, one is, like you said, media. So it's if you do have multiple things that you want to do, I know Oprah said it best. She said you can do whatever you want, just not all at the same time. So literally, throughout the day, I do this for these few hours, this on this hour. But yeah, just some time management.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, and that's a great line by Oprah. So what's the hardest hat for you to take off?
Football. Sorry. Football. We will practice be 2 hours. We still be there for 3.5 hours, and then you think about football later. And, you know, it's actually funny because it's not, you know, they say manage the business that pay you, but, you know, it's like, it's such it's a healthy addiction. Yeah. It's just so much fun. I mean, I've been playing almost 8 years now. Yeah, it's been that long. And you know, it's like, when are you going to stop? But that's probably the hardest hat to take off. You know, the other hats, I have to wear them, where this one is kind of like you try to put it on as much as you can. But it's a lot of fun. It keeps you healthy, makes you, you know, you can't be out there just not putting in the work physically and mentally, but definitely physically, you got to put in the work if you're still going to be out there, at least at my age. You know, the young bucks can go out there and you're going to cramp up, but, you know, you got to definitely put the work in.
Oh, yeah. Y'all where I see you on the ladder and you know, doing everything. Yo, put that work in. Kind of inspiring me. You know, I think there's some senior leagues out there for men in football. I might be able to get out there and do
They have 35 and up now. They have 40 and up. Yeah. They have a lot of different, look at they churned it. They have a lot of different formats to really, you know, fit everybody. Yeah.
Love that. All right, we have a question from the audience.
Ah, that's my girl. So what position do you play and why do you love playing it?
Well, currently I'm a center. I've played almost every position except for safety.
Okay.
But currently I am a center. I play that because I could barely move now. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I'm a center because, you know, one of the hardest things as a center, you have to be able to snap and block. And, you know, I've been able to work on that pretty good. Sometimes I have my moments. But that's the position I currently play. I'm on the line.
Okay.
Yeah, I love rushing, but I did have 2 injuries. That's where I got hurt. But I don't know. I got to work towards that if I want to get. That's my favorite position. Yeah, it's rushing.
So what do you like about rushing?
The adrenaline to get back there to get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
It's kind of toxic, but I do like that position. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you.
We recruiting too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah. You have to get out there, Debbie.
Maybe not today.
So yes, Z, I can attest to that because I saw you. So the first time I saw y'all play, right there was a play. Okay, so you're on offense.
Right.
And I don't know if it was a pick or a fumble or whatever, but one of the players broke free, and then you walked them down at the end. And
when I threw my body into him.
Yeah, and I think you tackled him. I was like, okay, is this flag? I thought this was flag football.
It's contact.
Oh, okay. That's how.
I know which play you're talking about. Well, you technically can't tackle people, but you can body them up.
Oh, okay.
As long as you come up with the flag, it's
Yeah.
legal.
Okay,
Yeah.
you kind of, as Shaquille O'Neal says, touch them up a little bit.
Right,
You
right,
touch 'em up.
exactly.
Okay, all right. I like that.
So where do you want to take Gridiron Gang in the next 2-3 years?
We're definitely looking to put some medals behind our back, meaning some championships. We just acquired our new coach, where he's actually have won championships, and that's where we really want to get to. That way I could retire. Let me stop. But that's definitely where the direction we're going. There's local championships. There's tournaments that's coming up. We'll be in Virginia Beach this month, Atlanta next month. We will be in North Carolina has a big tournament. If anybody wants to come out for Clash of Carolinas in August, and then our normal season league, and then the big thing is January, Martin Luther King weekend. Everybody who is involved in that flag football will be in Florida. Okay, so that's where there's never been a national champion from North Carolina. So, everyone all the teams that we do have here are working towards that. So, yeah.
So, and there's a lot of talent out there. So how do more women get involved in flag football, especially the ones that thought they'd never play?
I'm so glad you asked that. They can go right to Gridiron Gang page. Let me stop. But seriously, there's many ways you can get started. We have practices 2 to 3 times a week. They can follow us on Instagram or Facebook. But there's also lots of other teams as well. So if you're not local here, there's some teams in Fayetteville, there's some teams in Charlotte, so there's, array of teams. But of course, I would tell y'all to come to Gridiron Gang.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Gridiron Gang. So if you could have dinner with any sportswoman, who would it be?
FloJo.
FloJo. All
Yeah.
right.
I liked her style. She reminds me of, I feel like Zyykirrah is like her incarnation of her in some aspects. I just liked how she was still able to be herself and still kill it on the field. You go on the field, I try my best to still be me, but you still got to play football. So she really inspires me in that way. Yeah.
All right. And my final question for you is, what is your personal why? What keeps you pushing forward every single day?
I have 2 sons, and they are older now. I can't believe how old they are, but they are. And so I always think of what can I do today to build and add to my legacy and to do things that are going to just contribute to that. So they're really my whys. They keep me going. I try my best to be an example for them, and so those 2 are my whys. Yeah.
Those are great whys.
Yeah.
Great whys,
Yeah.
for sure. All right. Well, it is a pleasure to have you here. We love just being align with you and sponsors of Gridiron Gang, we've got to get out and check out another game and see you in action. We always have so much fun when we get to get out there, so I know we need to get out there and see you again, but thank you for joining us.
And if I could just say thank you for being a sponsor. We appreciate you so much. And if anybody else would like to help sponsor anything with Gridiron Gang, we would love your support.
Absolutely, yes. Yes, support Gridiron Gang. We want to see them go all the way to the top, so please support them. All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Zyykirrah Casado. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are excited to talk about our, something big that's coming to the area and bringing our next guest, Mr. Jayden McDuffie. But before we bring him on, we have a little something to play here, just to promo and show you what is coming up.
Tyrese Jordan.
Like a pro, global trying ball, talking pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team, champions when you walk through the hall. You can place your bet with us, cause you know we gon' win them all. I pick them like a pro, global trying ball, talking pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jayden McDuffie. So, Jayden, it's a big pleasure to have you here with us today because you are very involved in the community, and we just love that. And you are establishing, you and a group of others are establishing a new fundraiser for the city of Durham, North Carolina, that centers around gaming. So there's going to be a big gaming event in October. We're going to have you tell everybody about that. But the only way that you can watch this gaming event that's going to benefit so many organizations in the city of Durham is on the Pick 'em Pros YouTube channel. It's going to live stream. It's going to be a 5-hour gaming live stream that's going to be on our YouTube channel at the Durham Bulls ballpark. But with that, Jayden, let me give it to you and give us a little more details on it.
Oh, you want the full breakdown of it and how it's going to work?
Yes, sir.
But first and foremost, just like you started the show, I'm coming in hot.
Hey, okay. Hey, let's do it.
OKC in 6.
Okay, all right. Yes, my man, my man.
I mean, it is a sports show, so I got to pick 'em
Oh,
quick.
yeah, that's right.
All right,
Yeah,
you know, I didn't want to start off with the serious stuff to begin with.
Yeah.
So yeah, OKC in 6, and yes, Haliburton is a superstar. He's just, he is not your typical superstar.
Okay.
So that's what, you know, I had to come in hot with that because I heard earlier,
Yeah.
we got to give the man a props. I mean, he has been the most clutch player in the playoffs this year. He has been better than Robert Horry has in the past. He actually was better than, honestly, Reggie Miller when he dropped 12 in that last minute.
Well, Tyrese Haliburton had 12 in the whole game three days ago. So.
Yep, he sure did. But did he win the game?
He did win the game, but so did Reggie Miller.
That's the thing. If you play the game, what did Herm Edwards say? We play to win the game. That's all that matters.
All right.
So let me rewind it back to the actual defending Durham. This is how it all ties in. And see, you know, as I pick OKC in 6, I can respect Tyrese Haliburton because he's playing for his team. If you think about what defending Durham is all about, who is the most influential person in your life outside of your family?
Wow, influential. Oh, my wife.
Your wife?
Yeah.
Isn't that your family?
Oh, yeah, that is my family. That's true. I was thinking my parents when you said that.
I can actually answer that for you.
Okay.
It's probably a teacher.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So when we think about defending Durham, that's, again, it's to fundraise to help DPS, the Durham Public School System, Durham Fire Department, Durham Police Department, Durham EMS, and Western North Carolina.
Wow.
These are all influential people in your life. You don't know it, but when you're walking home at night, what protects you at night? You've got the fireman that protects your house. You've got the PD that protects your life.
Yes.
You've got EMS that brings you back.
Yes.
And you got teachers that lead you down the way. People that never, ever get appreciated the way they should.
That's right.
So that's what defending Durham is all about. And that's why, for example, today I got my good friends Lindsay and India out here. They're from the Durham Public School System. They're actually participating in defending Durham. Right. Because those 5 organizations, sans Western North Carolina, because Western North Carolina, it's tough to get them to participate and actually have them have a team in. So because of the size of the Durham Public School System, and when we talk about the school system, what's the first thing you think of? What's the first thing you think of? Anybody in the crowd, yell it out. Anybody, what you got? A teacher? What else you got? Just teachers. Yeah. You know who else is in the school system? The bus driver, the custodian, the individual that actually gets these teachers paid. All these individuals are part of the school system that we never even think about. So when we're talking about, again, defending Durham, Tyrese Haliburton, he plays not only for himself, but his teammates. He's a great role player, yes, but he is an all-star. But he plays for everybody on that team, just like all these teachers. All the custodians. You know the mechanics that fix the buses? When was the last time they got thanked at all? So when we think about, again, the school system, the police department, because even in the police department, you know they got people that work the desk when you call? And I'm not talking about 911. I'm talking about when you call to say, hey, I need to find out some information for. That's not 911. That's a different phone number. Those people also never get thanked. EMS, the people that drive, I mean, we don't think about these things. So again, defending Durham is about putting these people in the spotlight, allowing them to showcase their skills as they play video games, because there's another hidden piece to this. I see some young people in the crowd, right? Your teacher, you see him as a leader. You don't see him as a person, right? You're the police officer. I see some older heads in here with some gray hair, even in the beard. When you see the police officer or the fireman, do you think of that police officer or that fireman as a person who lives right next door to you? Or do you think of them as an individual that I have to always respect and just I can't relate with because they're on a different level? That's the point. Again, another issue, a thing with defending Durham is the reason why these teachers are playing, the bus drivers are playing, the police department are playing, the firemen are playing. I want to break that wall. I want to get through there and say, hey, look, I want this kid sitting right here in the front row to say, hey, look, they play Fortnite. I play Fortnite. Hey, you want that smoke? I want that to happen because that's a different relationship. Now, because if you ever get in trouble, you know what you can do? That person you're now playing Fortnite with, that now you see more so than just a teacher or a leader, I see as a friend, a confidant, somebody I can respect and talk to and work with. Same thing with the old heads. If you play spades, yeah, I'm going back. You play spades. Oh, yeah. Or you want to go back further, you play dominoes. You know?
I'll break the table.
That's right. Oh, Lord. You one of them. So if you break the table.
Yes.
But the thing is, if you break the table with somebody like a police officer, you're not going to normally do that with a police officer. Right, but if they're out there, if they out the outfit and you having fun, now you can, yeah. But now if you can relate with them on a different level, bring them over to your house. They break your table and you cheering them on. That's the thing. That's the wall that we have to get through. And again, Defending Durham is all about that. So when we're putting this on October 19th, it's about allowing these teachers, these school assistants, these EMS, the police department, all of them to showcase who they are naturally. So then we can break down that wall. We can also together support them, so we bring in a bigger community, and it just continues to grow. Because the only way we're gonna survive, especially these days and times, is if we support one another as a community as a whole.
That's right. I love it. Well, we cannot wait to be there. The live stream, we're definitely gonna bring the commentary, and it's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah,
a lot of fun. So Sunday, October 19th, 1 p.m.
That's right.
Yeah, 1 p.m. Durham Bulls Athletic Park. And again, you can watch it on the YouTube, the Pick'em Pros YouTube channel, and of course, you'll be able to donate all day long.
And the website itself is pretty simple: defendingdurham.org. We're taking donations from today all the way up to the day of. We're trying to reach a goal of 250,000. We have 5 teams involved. That means 50,000 will go to the Durham Public School System. 50,000 will go to Durham EMS, Durham Fire, Durham Police Department, and Western North Carolina. We also, which Lindsay, India, Corey, who's sitting in the back, my good buddy, also just because, as a father, we are supposed to embarrass our kids.
Oh, no doubt.
You know this. You know this, man.
Nah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know it.
So I got my daughter back there. She likes to play Street Fighter. Anybody that wants that smoke, she'll ready to challenge you. She's sitting in that corner right there.
All right.
But again, all you got to do, defendingdurham.org, help us out, help us reach that 250,000.
All right. Thank you for stopping by, defendingdurham.org, and we can't wait to see you in October.
That's right. And I'll see you guys in about a week and a half when I'm right on the OKC in 6.
Oh, no doubt. Oh, yeah, no doubt. And I will be $1,000 rich.
Oh, by the way, I cannot leave without saying this as well, because I deal in hockey and baseball too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And I got to bring it here because, we talk about I hate that Florida's in it because Florida beat us, the Carolina Hurricanes, but again, I'm picking Cups going back to Canada. Edmonton in 6.
No doubt.
Because Marchand and all those guys can't stand them.
Yeah. The way Florida beat us down, there's no way I can root for them. Yes, let's send it to Canada.
That's right.
All right, my man. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Put your hands together. Put your Toby McDuffie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to bring Lexy on in just a minute, but before we do that, we have a quick little video to play.
Tyrese Jordan.
I pick 'em like a pro, global trying ball, talking pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team, champions when you walk through the hall. You can place your bet with us, cause you know we gon' win them all. I pick 'em like a pro, global trying ball, talking pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown.
All right, put your hands together for Lexy Gomez of Lexy's Bussin' Bacon. All right.
Hi, everyone.
What's going on? Put your hands together for Lexy. We are so excited. So, Lexy, you just launched your website, lexysbussinbacon.com. So go to that website. You can see it here. You can also click on the QR code, and you can get to that right now. But Diego, I think you had a question.
Yeah. So how do you make such amazing cookies?
Lots of love, a lot of prayers.
My family, they support me. I'm really grateful for that too. They push me to do the best I can, and I'm really grateful for that. I think that shows a lot in my work too, So yeah.
Definitely does. But you can see here on the screen, this is a special pack, and I'd like you to just explain what this special dozen pack of mini cookies is all about.
Yes, you guys, you don't understand. I've been waiting all week to tell you. So I collaborated with Pick'em Pros to do both of our first collabs, actually. And it's basically, I met up with them, and I had them choose from a bunch of different variety flavors. Yep. And they handpicked their favorite flavors, limited edition flavors at that. You can't find it nowhere else on the website. So in the box, we have a strawberry shortbread cookie, a vanilla bean funfetti, red velvet cookies and cream, macadamia nut white chocolate chip, and cookies and cream peanut butter. And that one actually has a little bit more protein in it too, because it's a sports podcast.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I love that. Yeah, it was so fun sitting there with you. Me and Diego had a great time picking out, and these are definitely our favorites. It's so cool that some of these flavors are exclusive to Pick'em Pros, and but one of the things that we're so proud about is how this also will help the legacy of Coach Lee.
Coach Lee, yeah. So when you go online onto lexysbussinbaking.com and you place an order for the Pick'em Pros pack, 10% of each pack sold will go to the memory of Coach Lee. And he was a big part of Clayton's history, and he was an amazing coach. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I just wanted to put him up on the screen there. So so we'd love for you to support. One, there's delicious cookies. They're picked by us with Lexy, and then again, part of the proceeds go to help Coach Lee's family. So we're so happy about that. And you also, being a sponsor of the show, you have brought gifts. I believe you brought some of the Pick'em Pro packs, and everybody's gotten a raffle ticket. So I think we're going to go ahead and give away a few packs here. All right. So Jamila, why don't you come on up here and
This raffle, yeah.
Who's gonna? All right. Diego, I think you want to do it. Okay.
All right. 2960141.
Oh, close. All right.
Good day.
All right. Let's go to the next one. I don't think anybody's winning. Has won that one.
I love the suspense.
All right. Yep. Getting close though.
2960109.
Ah, there we go. Hey. One winner.
Party. Let's go.
That's one. We got two more. Oh, okay. 1 second. Okay, we got two more to draw, right? We're gonna do three. Okay, we're gonna do two more. All right, so you got two more chances.
2960144.
Hey, all right. There we go.
Oh, I'm so excited for y'all to try these packs.
All right, 2960122.
All right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Love it. All right, okay. And I believe we have a question from the audience.
Yes. Lexy, your cookies are my favorite in the entire triangle. And I know Lexy's Bussin Baking is known for excelling in gourmet flavors as well as favorites like cookies and cream. My question to you is, what is the most random and unique cookie combination you've ever thought of?
Oh my gosh, okay. This is funny because I recently talked about this with someone else. So hear me out when I say this, okay? Hear me out first. So I've been thinking about, a lot of exotic flavors. I like to test around with different things, ingredients. And I was thinking an ube, which is a purple sweet potato, an ube-based cookie, rolled in sesame seeds. Then red bean paste is it's a bean paste, but it's sweetened. It's very popular in Korea and Vietnam, all that. It's really, really good. You could get it in a fish cake. It's amazing. So I'm thinking you pipe it in the middle of the cookie, and then take cured egg yolk, because you cure the egg yolk in salt. And instead of putting sea salt on top of a cookie, you grate the egg yolk, and that's your salty element. And I honestly think it would be really good, like a sweet potato pie cookie.
Wow.
But yeah, I gotta test it out one day. I'll let y'all know how it goes.
Yeah, I wanna,
It's crazy, yeah.
want to taste that one. Great question. Great question.
Thank you.
Wow. So, and that's the thing, it's inspiring being around people that are like excellent at what they do. The way you broke that down and the ambition that you have to make a cookie like that, and having like Ray Wimley, the way he can freestyle and whatnot. It's like, these are things that I could never do what he does. I could never, do what you do. And it's just amazing and fun to be around people that are at the top of their game. So kudos to you.
Thank
We
you.
are so proud of you. Keep on doing your thing. And everybody, make sure you visit Lexy's Bussin Baking and support. Thank you
Get
very
your
much.
Pick 'em Pros packs before they sell out. Also,
Right. Limited time. It's just this month, just
yeah.
for June.
Also, shout out to my brother Aaron. He turns 25 today. Happy birthday. I love you, Aaron. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to close the show out with a bang. Again, as promised, we're going to have Ray Wimley freestyle, but let's have him join the set so we can explain the rules here, so he can take us out on style. So put your hands together one more time for Ray Wimley.
Sit down, talk to us.
Ray, all right, man. So we know you about to get up and do your thing. But, man, before you do that, wow. So we're going to have them go ahead and, pull their cards out, right? If a lot of y'all already put the word out, okay, they already got them out there. Okay, now,
I see you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so they got some good stuff out there. So, man, wow, you're going to get out here and do your thing.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm ready. So y'all already pretty much know what's going on. Y'all got some words for me. I'm gonna try to catch everybody in the crowd. Devontae Graham, I see you. Yeah, I'm excited, man. Just let me know. I'm ready to get it cracking. Yeah.
Good. So one thing I want to ask you before you get up there, because this was something that you said in studio, and I would love everybody to hear. So again, you've been rapping for a long time, and we're big fans of your work. We know you've been on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon and Common, and you've done so many different things. And I know we asked you what your advice would be to a fellow rapper, somebody that wanted to follow in your footsteps, so to speak, and get in the game. And I just wanted you to share what your advice would be for somebody that wants to get into the game.
So yeah, I'm glad you asked me that, man. My advice to anybody that want to get into music, I would say you need a very strong spiritual foundation, and you need somebody beside you that's really gonna support you. So fortunately, before I even got into music, I was married. And my daughter was on the way. And I didn't know it at the time. I thought I was chasing something, but I actually was providing for everything. So I had my wife, I had my daughter. And without that type of foundation, without that type of consistent reminder of what's really important in life, I think I would have easily got lost. Because they have all of these accolades, right? They got all of these things that's supposed to measure your success and give you a sense of validation when you achieve them. But in my honest opinion, I don't really think there's anything there that could fulfill you outside of your own family, especially the one that you created and the person that's next to you that you created it with. So I would really advise you have a strong spiritual foundation, really have a strong connection to God so you can be led purposely, because it's a lot of people that I just think it's easy to get lost. It's very easy to get lost, and it's very easy to lose a lot of confidence in yourself, because we always want to please the next person, or we want to be in a position where folks accept us. But if you got somebody that's speaking to you every day and they filling you up with truth, and you got something to live for, then it's gonna give you a purpose beyond measure. And I think when you have a purpose that's that grand, then God puts you in positions and places to be able to speak to people,
Love that. All right. Yeah, I definitely wanted everyone to hear that. So, we had a great session yesterday, and I wanted to just give a preview of some of what we talked about. But
oh man, yeah.
Man, you ready to close this?
Oh man, I'm ready to get it cracking, man.
All right,
Let's get it popping.
DJ, you ready as well? Yeah, hold on. All right, let's do it. Let's close this thing out. Come on.
Man, they got a whole bunch of words. Okay. Y'all make some noise for the DJ back here, been doing his thing the whole time too. Man, back up on the scene. How y'all feeling, by the way? You know me, I'm chasing my dream. It be difficult at times when you going through scenes, but please make up your mind and connect with your team. It's the adventure, I feel like. It only feels right when I grip the mic, make music and get these people hype. They can't even see me when I'm going and I'm moving like John Cena. That's why I rap and I come and bring the mic, but never losing hope. I gotta thank God he gave his only son. It's crazy, it's on my mind. John 3:16, that was taught by my mom. Let me know I gotta believe, never leave it behind, and go and get the dough or the cookies, let them know. I'm just rapping for my people and this energy from folks in the left side. I'm thankful for the ones, man. This is what it is. Right now we gonna have a ton of energy. The cameraman turn around as I'ma bless him with this energy and bring a sound. She speak that fluent cowboy. Okay, so let me know what it is. Are they gonna finally get a championship over here or maybe not? I don't know. That's another topic. It's a brother. Oh, it's brought. How you feeling, dog? I can stop it. Hold on, look, he got MJ that be all up on his shirt. That's the goal, but no debate when I'm rapping with a verse. I be going for perfection. I just want to bless them. This is what it is. It's the business in this section. Bringing love every single direction. Touchdown like football, dog. She caught the message. Yes, you, ma'am. You had your sign that was up, but she put it down. Football, I see her. Okay, see me now. Love that I'm bringing on this mic. Get these people hype every time I can, even when I'm going from the right direction to the left. Devontae Graham, how you doing, dog? Yo, what's next? I see he got his cell phone out and he repping that. Kansas Jayhawk, that's on his shirt, dog. He looking blessed. Do it, dog. Believe in that. Energy in the back with the orange shirt. How you doing, man? With the orange shine. That be at the top. Look, I'm finna go and rhyme every time that I can. Then I put it on their mind. Everybody got an option. Gridiron game to be watching. Way in the back, dog, non-stopping. This what it is when I get to popping with the mic in my hand, dog, just like that. Hold on. Platform shoes, I don't have that 70s groove, but I be meek when I go get the meals. Don't be confused. I put it for my baby on the plate every time I can. This is why I be on the corner to generate all these lyrics going faster like a jackrabbit just to capture my dream. That's what I'm after. I just want to get specific. Shout out to the teachers because we need them every single day. The biggest believers, man, for real. I'm glad y'all connected with the way that I feel. Man, this is just that blessing in this energy field. That's why I want to spit. Hold on, in the back, I see the sign. I can't make sense of it. Oh, what it say? Can you shout it out? I see what the hell, mate. What is that and what is it all about? Did I say it right? Maybe you can come closer. Yes, you, ma'am. Can you step up to the mic? Come on. We just waiting for the lady in the back. Hold on. She got the sign and she cooling just like that. Okay, I can finally read it. Apologize, y'all. You know me. Look, I'm finna go take it back. Hello. Are you on one? Or what it say? A heli auntie? Did I say it right? Apologize. Okay, I'ma say
it right the second time. Thank you for it, man. Helly, I take over there. She put her name, I understand. With a bun in the back, and she finna sit down with her friends and a smile on her face. For the ones in the place, everybody over there so cool, man. Y'all was looking great. I just wanna do exactly what I can. It's the business or bussin' when I say it. Okay, I'm glad that you listen. That's everybody, right? We got the dream for people on the scene. I'm glad y'all connect with the things that I really seen. Oh, likewise. Okay, looking in her eyes. I forgot the sign. Thank you for it, ma'am. Let's have a time where everybody can understand when I use these lines. Lyrics that's coming out the thought process that's in my mind. We get the Pick 'em Pro podcast, the energy nice. Hopefully right now y'all done had a good time. Come on. That was everybody, huh? That was everybody? That was everybody? Okay.
Hey, Pick 'em Pros, we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for all the love and support. Make sure you check out defendingdurham.org. Make sure you check out Lexy's Bussin' Bacon. Check out everybody, Gridiron Gang, everybody, all the special guests, the Hoopers, Jayden, everybody, much love. We'll see y'all next time. Peace and love. Thank you so much.
Pick 'em Pros is the show you've been waiting for. In the know, kissing clothes and your favorite sport. Let it swell, NFL, NBA and more. Making your day for sure. Linking and taking tour.
Yeah, game flow, they know. Not your same old, nah. Come and see the double D's, Derek and Diego. Yeah. Dropping the knowledge you want, professional college and on. Locking and follow the fun, a dynamic duo, father and son. You in the mix with the greatest, we'll get you acquainted with Christopher Davis. You stick with the Lakers, but picking your favorites. We changing the game and updating the playlist. And you know we gotta show love for the ladies and shout out Brianna, the future of females in sports and reporters. So link up and follow to show you supporting. It's a major wave, keeping you up on the latest games, bringing the stats, opinions, and facts, breaking down all the greatest plays. Special guests showing love, all the fans show the same. We the best, number one, you already know the name.
Pick 'em Pros is the show you've been waiting for. In the know, kissing clothes and your favorite sport. Let it swell, NFL, NBA and more. Making your day for sure. Linking and taking tour.
Get started on the right track with a Pick 'em Pros anthem. Stop random and dance on tandem. Want a pair of sneakers, I was so eager. And a phone club featured on fandom. When it comes to the right pick, they're all psychic. Even keeping psychic. Boom, the activity is seismic. On a mount so high, can't climb it. Wanna be on a team that elevates at a better rate than a featherweight versus a heavyweight. There ain't no better way, gotta let them demonstrate. Second to none with the numbers that generate. Setting real goals with the extra points like field goals. Never taking defeat like steel toes, and they blowing up on a real though. Without them, you would never know what team is on an island. Every social platform shouldn't be that hard to find them. From the north, from the south, east and west. Just remember that the Father always knows best.
Pick 'em Pros is the show you've been waiting for. In the know, kissing clothes and your favorite sport. Let it swell, NFL, NBA and more. Making your day for sure. Linking and taking tour.